You can say, hey guys, welcome to the podcast. I'm like, oh, I didn't see you there. Welcome guys. But I'll be doing something else. I'll just be like, oh, I didn't see you there.
All right.
It's gonna be my thing.
Quarter Life Crisis, episode 2, take 1.
What's up, boys and girls? Welcome
Oh, I didn't see you there. Oh my goodness.
to episode 2 of Quarter Life Crisis. I'm your host, Lissandro Lopez, and this is my other host.
The Labs, D. Oh, we're doing an episode 2?
We're doing the second
back?
episode. We're back.
We're back, baby. Yeah. Thank you to all who watched episode uno. The first, I mean, the accolades were overwhelming.
They were.
Is it the right word? The praise are overwhelming. Thank you.
We
guys.
enjoyed the
Oh my
DMs.
God.
We enjoyed people, what you guys had to say about it and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun.
The DMs, it was a lot of fun. Setting this up is amazing. Doing this every other Sunday, and learning from it, like learning from our past experiences, the past first podcast, coming to the second one, getting things more organized. You know, we have our friend. What do we call this?
That is our coactus. We're from Toronto, so it makes sense.
Our coactus.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can see the reserve sign, but this is only reserved for the coactus.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to say.
Well, guys, let me just tell you this. We're going to go straight into it. I want to jump straight into what we're going to talk about today.
What are we talking about?
What we're going to talk about today? We're going to talk about how clubbing is for us
He's just gonna hit the table, huh?
when we were in undergrad up until now. So we're going to talk about the differences.
Okay.
You down for that?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it. Yeah?
Yeah. You
Oh
start
my
off. You got to
goodness.
tell me a story though. Okay.
Man, okay, let me think. Okay. There's stories. I'm scared. I'm scared to reveal all the sin and debauchery. One of our friends, what's his name? Should we use his name? Call me Eags.
I like that.
You call me Eags. He coined the phrase. Always says, "Lopez the labs tonight. We're committing sin and debauchery." What does that mean? We mean we're going after girls. We're going after everything we can. That night.
Yeah.
Legal or not legal.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, so for me, let me see. Going out in Toronto. So I did a lot of my going out when I was in university, right? Those many years ago. And it was always, I think, on Thursday nights after soccer, like intramurals with you, the soccer boys, everything else, we'd go to predominantly bars.
Yeah.
Right? It was always bars, but the bars were set up in a way where it was live music and also like a club type scene.
But it was also out of convenience because just around campus, it was strictly bars, right? If you want to go to the clubs and get bottle service, you need to drive out straight to King Street West. But no one wanted to do that, right?
No, and it costs so much money.
So much money. We're
first of
university students.
Yeah, we're paying for school, tuition, all that, using OSAP money as, hey, mom and dad, I need this textbook that costs $200. And it's for science class or engineering in this case. And spend it on booze. And your mom and dad ask you, hey, so how's that class going? You go, it's going swell. And I know a lot of you can relate to that, using your OSAP money for other things. But it was easier, the bars. It was easier to just go to a bar. And the music was good at the time. I think for me, because I grew up on rap, love rap, every time we go to a bar, I'd always be like a wallflower, I'd be standing there, just be like, and a lot of the white boys that we're with, they're like, oh my God, what song? What's a song that everybody sings? Sweet Caroline.
Okay.
Sweet Caroline. Oh. Sorry about my singing, but that's always the thing. And you chime on, you sing with everybody else, but really and truly, I'm just like, man, give me some beats. Let me dance to this. Let me groove. Ooh, maybe rocking. Yes.
So essentially, that's more or less how the undergrad experience was for you then.
Yeah, for me. So hit the bars, and even when we did go clubbing. So my birthday, your birthday, whoever it was on a weekend, you didn't have the money to buy the bottles.
No.
Right? So you walk in, you stand around, like you're trying to hit on girls. Hey, excuse me. Hi, I love your hair.
Yeah.
Are you always here? I've never seen you here before. What's your name? Oh, is this your first time here? Like, hi, Cindy. My name is the. All right, it was annoying.
It was painful.
And you see the
Painful,
guys and girls in like VIP, and the bottle girls walking, sparklers, woo! And they walk past you. You go, damn man, those guys over there. Where's my? I need the money. I need to be popping bottles with them, right? And I think now, finishing university, I've done a lot of clubbing and partying, and having the ability to buy bottles and spend frivolously. Yeah, I'm an immigrant. Frivolously. I've seen the difference, and honestly, I'll say to you, I'm not going back. I'm not going back to not buying bottles. I can't stand around.
You can't go back to buying bottles.
At least
so you're gonna tell me the undergrad experience was better in comparison to what it is now for yourself, where you do have the ability to buy bottles.
Well, I'll say because of the money.
Yeah, obviously.
And two things.
Yeah.
The undergrad experience, you're standing around with people. You can dance around, you're rubbing shoulders. You start dancing with other people. And you're not spending as much as you would if you were to buy, 2 bottles, $500 each, or even $300 each, $600. And most of the people that do buy bottles, we all know this. They sit in their booth, or stand in their booth and just sip on their drink. They're doing this. They're sipping.
Yeah.
They're looking around. Nobody's dancing. Nobody's enjoying themselves. And the girls that are there, beautiful or whatever, like they're just on their phones and they're looking. Nobody's having fun. And the times I've gotten bottles, I've always found that even if I'm dancing, I'm still dancing in my section, in my booth. I'm not going out and meeting people because I'm scared that someone's gonna come, some random girl or guy is gonna come and be like, "Yo, you'll give me a drink." Like, what? Why am I gonna give you? I don't know.
Like the bottle rat girls, whatever.
Bottle rats, man. They come out like looking for.
Like rats looking for cheese.
Exactly.
Right? So they come out from the woodwork, and it's like, yo, where were you when I didn't have the bottle?
So that's like I don't want to go back to the bottles. We're stuck, and we were out last night in an area like where we had bottles, and it was nice. But I also found that like I hovered around that table so much.
Yeah. For
some reason, right? Because all your friends are there, and then when you walking off to go to the washroom, and then coming back to your table, and then you're making sure your drinks are there, and you're drinking your drink. And you dance with friends, but it's not the same interaction with other people, right? So at least, and I've talked a lot about this, but at least that's for me right now.
That's for you right now.
I don't want to go back to buying bottles. I mean, a bottle of what? Anything. Yeah. Vodka Stoli is in a club $350. I think $350.
I want to say like $250 plus.
$250 plus. Yeah. Oh, I think now it's up in the $300s for a big size, something like this, something this big. But now, here it's at LCBO, which is a liquor store. It's $40, $50. So you're spending what? I don't know. You do the math on that, but you're spending over $200 more. Nah, it's too much. Over $300 more is too much. What about you?
For me, I find that quite interesting because undergrad for me was basically just strictly going to bars. You'd go to the bars on campus, and it was technically or usually just you drink with your boys. You're always just drinking with your boys, meeting random girls from within the campus or sometimes even outside the campus, right? So we went to Ryerson University.
Yeah.
And around Ryerson, they got U of T. So we did meet some people from U of T and whatnot.
Yeah.
But looking at it right now, like, I prefer the freedom of just like, if we want bottles, we can get the bottles.
Yeah.
We can stick around in the booth, and at the same time, we can go out of the booth as free as we want. You know what I mean? So sometimes you don't like to be in that crowd where people are just like pushing you and whatever. Like, yo, let me just get back to my booth.
And you know how many girls, and I hate dissing girls or anybody that's drunk.
Yeah.
But like, oh my God, a girl has her cup of wine here spilling like, oh my God, Vanessa. Mm-hmm. Like, man, this guy is not. And she's spilling, and she's you're trying to walk past her. You're trying to do the little shake, and you try to watch her drink from spilling on you.
Yeah.
Come on, sweetheart. Like, get a grip. And even some guys that like but they'll be holding their beers in their hands. They're ready for a fight, and you walk past them. Hey, yo, wait, you spill my drink.
Yeah.
My man, my bad. I'm just walking by. Hey, you, give me a drink. Stop this. Move off.
What is your most memorable clubbing experience?
Oh my goodness, most memorable.
What's the first one that comes to mind?
Most memorable. You know what? There's a lot of. I don't want to say what the first one that comes to mind. The most memorable. Okay, I'll say the most infamous for me. It's a little infamous.
All right.
The most infamous for me was at a birthday party. I don't know if you were there, but I think it was like my 22nd. There's a club called Cake, and you set it up, got the hotel, did all that years ago, and I got so drunk. I drank. There's a bottle of wine behind us. Here, I don't know if you can see it, but that was my favorite drink, and I haven't even opened this one. Like it was at 1.75 liters, so it's big. It's really big, and I drank it all to myself as a pre-drink in the hotel room with one of my other friends, and like I thought I was gonna be okay. I had food. I'm not gonna get sick. I drank, but I have food. I'm okay. People came over, 8, 9, 10. Let's go to Cake. Cake was just right around the corner from the club. We're at Cake. Tell me why it's 11:30, and I'm just feeling so tipsy. And in 2 seconds, oh my god, like let's take a shot. Yeah, one shot, I'm off.
2 shot, 3 shot, more.
Oh my goodness, it was too much.
Okay.
And at Cake, they gave you cupcakes.
Yeah.
For your birthday, so I had these cupcakes, and I remember holding the cupcake in my hand. Yeah, and I just threw it up in the ceiling.
Yeah.
And as that happened, I go, where's my cupcake? Where's my cupcake? All my friends are laughing. I'm just like, what's happening? Because I'm just so drunk and sloppy. And I realized that, like, I stuck my cupcake on the ceiling.
Yeah.
And now I have to, like, go and reach to get it. And I didn't want it to just drop on anybody. So someone's carrying me trying to reach and get it. Right? And, like, that's one thing people always make fun of.
You try to reach a cupcake.
Yeah.
Instead of just leaving it up there, or what happened to the rest of the cupcakes you had?
Well, other people were eating them. Right, so I already had mine. Well, I had mine. I threw it up on the ceiling.
And what were you gonna do with it afterwards if you got it removed?
I wasn't gonna eat it. No, I probably. You know what? I felt bad. Like, oh, this club has this cupcake now on the roof, or like some girl in a white dress. Oh, I have another story actually.
Okay.
Some girl in a white dress is gonna drop on her. So that's how I felt bad of wanting to remove it.
Yeah.
But so that same night, let's say it's 12 o'clock now. I don't remember anything that happened. I went back to the hotel room and I just gone. When I woke up the next morning, I have like 20 missed calls, texts. Where were you? It's your birthday. What's happening? I passed out. I left the club at 12:30, 12:45. Like, that's what I say infamous because of the cake debacle, but and leaving the club early for bottles you already paid for.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I bought 3 bottles, or spent $1,000 or something, which is chump change for most of you. But at the time, it's like, oh, it's celebrating my birthday, and I didn't really enjoy it. Yeah, I had fun, but I didn't really enjoy it. I didn't really get to it.
All right, so that's an infamous one for you.
That's actually
How
that's
did you
one of
turn?
the infamous.
How did you?
I think I was 22.
22. Jeez.
I think I was 22. Yeah.
Jeez.
But that was an infamous one. I want to say another story. Let's be quick. I'll be quick with it. It was. Do you remember what called it? Tattoo Rock Party?
I went once.
It was on Queen back in the day. Yeah. And I was with some friends. So our best friend Alex, I have other friends Joe, and all those other guys. So
Did we know each other at that point, by the way?
Not yet.
Okay. This was before me. So
yeah.
Not as fun.
I think it was my second year.
Okay.
Second year or the first half of third year before I think I met you.
Okay.
So we're at this place and we're there again. Bottles are involved. So these guys buy bottles, and I'm like, fine, let's do this. We get there, we have our bottles, we're drinking. Before we left, our buddy Joe, who lived around this area, he goes, "Okay, I'm gonna crack open 4 beers, and we just have to chug all these beers. There's 7 of us. So he's pouring beer shots.
Yeah.
We're doing shots of beer. I'm like, I don't want to stop. I don't like beer. Give me hard alcohol or wine. I'm good. No, you gotta finish this. So peer pressure. You finish it. Then we had to drink another thing, and at the club we drinking more vodka. I remember I was just so sloppy, man. One of the sloppiest at this club. I was so sloppy. I said to him, like, "Yo, take me to the washroom. I gotta go to the washroom."
Yeah.
I had to, let it out. Walking downstairs to the washroom and do my thing. Washroom. I'm leaving now, and I'm thinking I'm good. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm good. Let me rally again. And I'm walking up the stairs. He's carrying me. I'm like so sloppy. He's carrying me. I'm walking up the stairs. And please don't judge me. I was young, all right? I was younger.
You knew better anyways, but go on.
I knew better. So the stairs from the washroom to the main floor was it was slitted. It was like there was space under, right?
Yeah.
And under there was an ATM. You know where this is going. So I'm walking and I go,
No, you did not.
Luckily it was just water, mostly water.
Was there anyone at the ATM? Can you imagine trying to take out like hundreds and like...
There was a girl in the white shirt. There was a girl in the white shirt in the ATM. And I just went, Buddy Joe starts laughing. And he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, let's get out of here. Everywhere. Get back to the booth. I got to the booth. And the security comes. Like, you gotta get out. I'm like, my jacket. You gotta go. Toss me out. I'm on this side.
No, you got tossed out.
I got tossed out of the club. As if I'm the only club being tossed out. I know, I'm so waste. So I'm now sitting on a TTC bench, and I'm waiting for Alex, Joe, Shannon.
Did you get your jacket back or no?
I had someone get my jacket for me, and I was just sitting there. And Shannon comes, our other buddy. He comes and he goes, "Oh, well, what's wrong with you?" I'm like, "I don't know. I can't stop peer pressure." So that for me, those are the two infamous stories. Oh, I feel judged.
No, those are good stories. I like those.
Yeah,
especially since it was like...
I hope they're laughing. And look at me drinking wine. I was drinking wine. Our quarter life crisis. Really.
Bless.
She was a little chin chin. Little chin chin.
Small chin chin. Interesting. So, I'm trying to think of one that comes to mind.
Yeah.
I find my infamous stories to be ones that I don't remember. So, this goes back, I want to say 5 years ago. I want to say... It's infamous for that reason, right? Yeah. So I went to Montreal with a bunch of friends for New Year's. We stayed there, I want to say 3 days, and we had tickets to go to a club. I believe the club at the time was called Le Cinq, the fifth or the five, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not French, but whatever. So
I'm not French.
I have a thing where when I drink alcohol, I stay clear of tequila. I hate tequila.
But you're Mexican.
I don't care. Tequila is disgusting. I'll have the vodka. I'll have the gin. I'll drink gin straight up.
I'll do anything. Tequila. I'll drink all alcohols in the same day.
Yeah. But if I'm looking to get wasted super, super quick, tequila is what I gotta do.
People say that.
Tequila makes me wasted the quickest.
Yeah.
So all I remember from this New Year's party, I'm there with my boys and some of them with their girlfriends and whatnot, and we're just at the club, we're dancing, we're all like taking tequila shots after tequila shots after tequila shots. And after that, I do not remember the countdown. All I remember is waking up at the hotel and my friends tell me the story of what happened.
Okay.
So what ended up happening was I somehow ended up banging on the front door of the hotel room that I was staying at. So I was staying with a couple.
Hold on, is this after a club?
This was after a club. So, I don't remember inside the club whatsoever. I don't remember New Year's, essentially. Yeah. This must have been New Year's 2014.
I
want to say.
Almost 6 years ago,
almost 6 years ago. And what they told me was I was banging on the door. They let me in. I was wobbly as hell, just moving like a bucket sort of thing.
Moving like a pail.
You know, just waddling like a penguin. They said I was giving them like a little striptease kind of show, just unbuttoning and everything.
It's like how you walk.
Right? Yeah, and it's a couple, you know what I mean? They're a couple. I'm like out here.
You knew them, right?
I knew them, okay. Good friends that I've known for a while, right? So I was doing like a little striptease show, and they just told me I knocked the hell out. I knocked out because we had so much beer over there. We finished the beer completely. So I had a beer box next to my bed. And tell me how the next morning I wake up with the beer box, kind of hugging it with my puke in it. And
Stop!
I was like, what the hell?
There was no beer in it. There was nothing in it.
There was no beer in it.
God.
There was no beer in it. So
I shouldn't be talking about puke all
the next day, well, that morning essentially was when we had to check out at the hotel.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not cleaning this up. So I just dumped it in the closet or whatever. Like,
Why are you like this?
Tenant or whatever you want to call it to like have at
This
a
guy
hotel.
says tenant. No, guest. You're the worst guest to have at a hotel.
Whatever.
How do you just? Yeah.
And here's the kicker.
Oh,
I get home eventually from the long trip from Montreal, and my mom looks at the back of my head. She flicks the back of my head like. I'm like, ow! What the hell? What the hell? Why did that hurt so much?
I hope that sound doesn't get too loud for those who are in headphones. But
so she flicks the back of my head. She's like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it hurts. Why?" I end up having a scar behind my head. I still have that scar a little bit, and I don't remember to this day how I got that scar. It was from that New Year's party, and I have no idea. I could have been in a fight, and I won. And I wouldn't even remember.
Do you think it's from when you were street teasing and you were dancing like a penguin and you just fell down backwards?
Maybe. It could have been one of those. I'm strip teasing, I'm dirty whining, whatnot, and then my head just like, bam, right? But honest to God, guys, to me, that is the most infamous story on my end.
Yeah.
This was also at the time where, yes, I was still an undergrad. Doing this whole bottle service kind of stuff was still relatively like new. Yeah. We didn't do it at the club, by the way. So no. Luckily, we didn't do it at the club. You know how it's going to be in New Year's. It's going to be packed. Bottles are just going to be right up the ass.
Yeah.
Like 500 a bottle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, yeah, of course. And you got to get tickets to get into the clubs as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember when we went to Montreal a few years ago with the boys.
Mm-hmm.
So
Another Montreal. We love Montreal. People from Toronto love Montreal
It's
a lot.
It's, you know what? If you look at the architecture in Montreal, Montréal. Mm-hmm. I'm a local now, but if you look at the architecture, it really looks like you're in Paris.
Yeah,
you're in Paris. You know, it's a different.
It's very European.
Very European.
Yeah.
It's a country within a country.
Yeah.
Right. So it's nice. It's like you're somewhere foreign, and you get to
feel more
whoever you want.
Intimate though. That's what I feel. It feels more intimate. Here, Toronto, we love the city. Sometimes we feel disconnected. You know what I mean? It's like a very busy city, very quick. Everything want to go from point A to point B.
Yeah,
and stuff like that. Montreal feels more relaxed.
It's very relaxed. Yeah, and then the time we went a couple years ago, and we just decided like, you know what, we're just gonna do bottles. I think no. We wanted to do bottles.
We wanted to do it one night
because it just it's a ripoff. So we wanted to do it one night, and the first night we get to this club called Musique, and it was all right. I think people from Montreal might be like, oh my god, music is trash or this, but it was cool. Mm-hmm. And the bottles we got was like $150 for like
2/3 the price of what you'd find here in Toronto, essentially.
Yeah. And they were bigger. So we couldn't really finish it. So we're drinking. And I remember, like, one of our other friends goes off with this girl. He has a bottle in his hand. We have 2 more bottles. I think it's now nearing the end of the night. We had, like, they're still half full.
Yeah.
I just decided, hey, I'm wearing a sweater. Or I'm wearing, like, a zip down bomber. Let me just put one in here, one in there, zip it up. I was on his back because he'd be like, I'm drunk. Coming out. Because
that was a good night.
A lot of clubs won't let you come out, leave it with your bottle. No. Unless you're something special, like no club is letting you take the bottle out. Yeah. So you have to finish it inside. So you're trying to just finesse our way to get it out and get more alcohol. So we bought alcohol at where we stayed, and we got more alcohol from the club that we already spent. So we spent $450. Yeah. $450 for 3 big bottles. In Toronto, that'd be 1 bottle. Mm-hmm. Like that's not even getting you a booth. So like that was fun, but what ended up happening anyways was was that. Every night we went to a club, we bought bottles.
Well, it was, who was it? Me, you, and like 4 or 5 other guys.
Yeah.
If you're going to a club with 5, 6 guys or whatever like that, it's almost guaranteed that you need to get bottles. Yeah. The security's going to be like, oh, 6 guys, where the girls? It's going to be, you got to get bottles, right? Yeah. So that's what we had to do it every night. Do I regret it? No, not really.
No, it was fun. It wasn't that expensive as well.
Was it?
Like Montreal really wasn't expensive. Yeah. So I think...
So for you out there, if you want to really party, Montreal is a great spot.
And Ryerson, they always have, around this time, they always have, or maybe I think it's Reading Week, they always have buses, like trips to Montreal for the weekend. Yeah. So you go for the weekend, most things are paid for. Yeah. You're with people from from Ryerson. Other people join you from other schools. I think sometimes there were girls from York University. There were people from, I think, U of T as well. And you get to meet people at club, right? So always take advantage of that. But Montreal is a great, it's a beautiful city. And I think, and the people are beautiful too.
The girls are just lovely. Lovely. Just the people in general anyways, they're very friendly. Here we find people in Toronto, they're great, they're friendly, they're polite more than anything. I think that's the word I'm looking for, polite, but it's a little bit different.
But there can be some Quebecois that, I know we're going to talk about that, but like there's some people that can be mean, man. Like
they're out there.
If you don't speak English, if you don't speak French, they just
look at you the wrong way.
The nose is up.
Yeah.
So, excuse me, sir, do you know where Sir, is there something?
Je ne sais quoi?
Like what's in the air?
Je ne
like
sais quoi?
what are we looking at? Like, no, ne parle anglais. It's like, really? You don't speak English? Like, ne parle anglais. Like, all right, well, all right, thank you. You walk off. You gotta find someone that's nice. But other than that, it's like 80% still a beautiful place to be. Beautiful place to be, and always bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, all in all, then, would you say if you were to live in Montreal, do you think you'd have a better time going to school there and going out to clubs as opposed to being here at Ryerson? And
I've heard, you know what? I knew people that went to school in Montreal, and
because some people say it has to do with like, oh, you're kind of like in vacation mode. That's why it appears to be better, right? Yeah,
you know what? It's just like the whole, like, people that say that I want to go to Vancouver, BC, another part of Canada. And they say, oh, I want to live there, like Whistler, all the mountains and all these other things. Like, people want to do that and people want to live there. I find that
I've been to Vancouver.
It's beautiful, but to live there for so long, I think it loses its magneticism.
Yes.
Like, and I think luster, that's what exactly luster, and I think that's what's gonna happen with Montreal. It's still a big city, but again, it's a small big city to me.
Yeah.
It's a smaller big city.
Yeah.
So would I don't know. I think I'd like it. I think I'd like it just as I enjoy more than Toronto.
I think I would.
Really?
I think I just find
what is it?
I just find the people to be just more involved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think this city is just very busy. We're either in always working mode or people are in school, always wanting to study and stuff like that. But just over there in Montreal, people just want to relax. They look forward to want to go out, go grab food somewhere, drinks, and it's a very social city. It's very social.
It's the Europeanness of it all. Like, Europe is very relaxed. Yeah. It's very relaxed. I mean, Spain, Greece, what else? I mean, where else? Oh, Salzburg when I was there. Like, it's very Italy. It's very relaxed. It's everybody's just calm. Wine, cheese, cheap beer. Like, it's just much more relaxed. So I can see why Montreal would be a place like to really enjoy. Yeah, but on the subject of clubbing,
let me know.
Okay, so last podcast, our first podcast, we spoke about where you worked. All right, a gentleman's club, and myself either, but we don't know. First of all, what got you there? Like, you touched upon it,
I touched upon it a little bit, but let me reintroduce how I got into it. So, guys, I'm actually very excited to talk about this because this is a topic that is near and dear to my heart. It's a multi-trillion-dollar industry. Every gentleman's favorite pastime, and the reason why wives hate their husbands. So we're going to talk about
their boyfriends.
Exactly. We're going to talk about the strip club industry. I'm going to give you guys stories on how I got into it, what to expect when you go in as a customer, and if you want to work there, what to expect if you end up being a stripper or a bartender over there, right?
Yeah.
So
I think in Toronto, some places are different. Some places aren't topless, whereas in Toronto there's some touching.
I have limited experience as a customer at strip clubs, but from what I know, most of them do require the girls to like take off the tops eventually and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I've always been more of a social person. I am an electrical engineer, by the way. That's what I graduated in. But I do enjoy the social aspect of bartending. So I found a posting on Kijiji. It did not post to me the name of the club. It just gave me the address. and it said they needed a male barback / bartender, and I was like, perfect, let me do this. I only want to work Friday nights and Saturday nights. I pushed my resume. I get a call the next day saying like, hey, can you come through? And I was like, all right, sure, yeah. And I end up Google mapping the address, and I was like, oh, this will be interesting. This is Brass Rail Tavern. This is, by the way, Brass Rail Tavern is, I want to say, it's going to sound biased, the main strip club in Toronto.
Yeah.
You'll find the hottest girls in there. It's just fun.
I've never been, so I don't know.
I get called over,
yeah,
and he's like, yeah, can you come in tomorrow and just to make sure you seem cool or whatever, right? So I go in. I promise you this is all he did. He had my resume. He looked at me. He's like, all right, can you start next week? And I was like, down. So I've been doing this for, I want to say, 2.5 years. From August 2017, I've been doing it Friday nights and Saturday nights. Now I picked up a lot more shifts. But guys, I want to tell you, the first week working at Brass.
Yeah, please let us know.
By surprise.
Yeah?
100%.
How? Okay. So what was your bias going in? Like, what did you think going in? And then what you did go in, how was...
So my bias going into it is obviously these girls are going to be drug addicts.
Really?
These strippers, every single one of these strippers are going to be drug addicts, or they're going to have major daddy issues, which to a degree, somewhat true, right?
Hey, but please don't flame us too much.
Don't yes.
But we're being candid. We're being candid.
I'm being unfiltered, okay? So this is very unfiltered, and you guys are going to hear it straight from the truth. You know what I mean?
Horse's mouth. The Mexican horse's mouth.
There we go. So that was my bias going in, right? Yeah. And the first week, they had me essentially do the cleaning up at the end of the night. So the cleaning up at the end of the night required me to go upstairs to the girls' change room and help the cleaning lady clean up a little bit.
Okay.
So I was basically one guy surrounded by all these strippers.
Yeah. And you don't think you look bad? You're a good looking guy.
I think I'm okay, but you need to understand this is a whole different industry. Because when we go to the clubs, you know how we as men, we gotta be the ones like, hey baby, how are you? What's your name? You gotta get the ball rolling with the girls most of the time.
Yeah.
This was like the planet was just reversed. It was spinning on a different type of axis where I just remember very vividly this one girl just comes to me, she's like, are you new? And I'm like, yeah, I'm new. She's like, okay. I just want to know. I would love to sit on your face one day. You would never hear this. You would rarely ever hear this going to any club to Toronto. Most girls are kept, pretty coy.
Yeah.
It caught me by surprise. I just kind of looked at her and I was just like, okay. Nice to meet you. So, honest to God, I was caught by surprise. Like, what do you say to that? Guys, you need to let me know. If a girl ever comes up to you and says some nonsense like that, like, oh my gosh, let me sit on your
and not just any girl.
What do you say?
Like,
do you just say like, yeah?
And you think that's a fantasy for guys that like, oh, I want girls to hit on me. And a lot of girls in this city, and I think in general, don't know how to hit on guys. Like, they just very shy and very scared. Yeah. He should come to me type of attitude. And the fact that she's going out, if a girl would do that to a guy.
But she's in that industry where she has to, like, practice that. You know what I mean? So that's where it kind of caught me by surprise. I was like, all right, is she practicing with me?
Yeah. Or
is she trying to be for real, right? But regardless, she was not my type, to be honest with you. Yeah. She was not my type. Sweet girl. I hope she doesn't say anything she sees this. But that was my first experience, or at least my first encounter with a dancer one-on-one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm always behind the bar, I have to deal mainly with the waitresses. So my encounter with the dancers is pretty limited.
Limited, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty limited. But yeah, most of the time I encounter them in the change room and they can be pretty fucking wild.
Yeah, so this is your first, was it first day?
That was, I want to say, my second day.
Your second day. Second day.
Yeah.
All right, so
remember
that was the
second day.
And after working here, you said that you thought one thing, maybe some daddy issues or drugs or whatever. Mm-hmm. Now, working there for more time.
Now that I've been more comfortable with these girls or whatever like that, and I've been able to see how they function
and
where
become
they're
friends
coming from,
and become friends
with them and stuff. I see more or less why they are the way they are and where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Right? So
everybody has a story.
Yeah, everyone has a story. To a degree, I'm not gonna lie, to a degree a lot of these girls do come from like a little bit of not broken homes, but just kind of questionable backgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Some of them might come from a family where their dad might have been into drugs, where the mom was like relatively clean.
Yeah.
But every single one of them does have some ounce of brokenness to them, right? Yeah, the ones who aren't usually stay there for very limited times. The ones I realized that were very normal, had like even like day jobs, they were doing this just for like once a week, and they'd be like doing it for 6 months and then they're out of it. You know
they make a lot of money.
They can make a lot of money. If you're a popular dancer, you're making a lot of money.
You were telling me about a story of okay, so hold on. I have so many questions here.
Yeah.
So the craziest thing that was the craziest thing that happened to you in the
that's not the craziest. That is my first encounter. Yeah, that's what it was like for me.
We can talk on forever on this one. We might have to make this a 2-parter.
Oh yeah.
But we'll see where we go with this.
Yeah.
All right. So that was one encounter. After that, what is another crazy encounter working there?
Another crazy encounter. So it is a strip club, but of course there's always that light or shadow that's cast on the strip club where it's like, I wonder if these people do extras, right?
Yeah.
So people turn a blind eye to it, especially I don't want to say like people, but I'm pretty sure it does happen, and I did realize it does happen when, again, I'm going to the change room, about to do the cleanup sort of thing at the end of the night, and tell me as I'm turning the corner, I see like this girl, lipstick smeared all over her face, looking like a complete clown.
It's not happening in the establishment. It's happening somewhere else. But it just
in the moment we were in the establishment. So I'll explain it. She's got the lipstick like a clown.
Are we allowed to talk about this?
We can talk about this. Don't worry. Okay. All over her face, over her face, and like she shook me. I was shook. I was like, damn. Like, you okay, girl? She's like, don't worry about it. I was just making a little bit extra outside in the garage sort of thing, type of thing. I was like, oh, okay. She was very vocal about it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about this too much. She doesn't work there anymore anyways. But, yeah, it's something that does happen under the table. Guys, don't do that. Just don't do it. You don't want to do it. If security sees it, they're obligated to kick you the hell out of there.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a no-nonsense kind of club. But at the end of the day, people there's devious people out there in the world.
Yeah, and people are always trying to like get, you meet this girl that you like and you want to get to know her better. So say, hey, like, what's your number? Maybe we can meet for this. I mean, I'll pay. It's true. It happens. I think
there are some guys who are disillusioned that definitely think they have a shot with the dancers, right? At the end of the day, these girls are trying to provide a fantasy.
That's working. Their work. It's true.
Provide a fantasy. Yeah. They give you like a lie sort of thing. It's kind of like lying, I suppose. Yeah. But at the end of the day, that's what the guys go in there for.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. I can see that where, let's say a guy is stressed out at work, always working, businessman, whatever it is, and maybe he's having arguments at home with his wife, girlfriend, whatever it may be. He finds that there's the escape at a strip club of this blonde hair, dark hair, Chinese, Japanese, black girl, white girl, like all sorts, Spanish, all sorts of types of women working there that he can just fulfill a fantasy of having a girl, seeing another image or having a girl just dance on him. Yeah. Not for any extras. It's just that, and I don't know, I think people might not, and maybe we're talking sleazy and girls don't understand or guys don't understand, but it really happens. That's why people resort to drugs. It's an escape. Yeah. Right? And the sex addiction, drug addiction, food addiction. I resort to sugar, man. I love my cookies and pies and cakes. People know me. I love cake. Yeah. Cake. But really, like, it's an escape for everything. And like the same with the strip club. I think that's why it's making money. I've heard that now it's declining just a little bit. Not as many people are coming. Yeah. But it's still a big business.
It's still a big business for sure, right?
Yeah. You have a story about the guy that spent in half a year. Want to talk about this one?
I'm not ready to talk about this one yet. I think we could save this one for another day. But yeah, essentially that's how he got started into brass rail. No regrets whatsoever. I enjoy it. To me, it's a very thrilling experience. Of course, I get to meet new people. The customers are wild as hell. So if you think the dancers can be pretty wild, some of these customers are wild.
Yeah.
So I want to share more stories later on.
Yeah.
But I'd like to hear it from our viewers. What's the craziest experience you've had at a strip club?
Or just at a club in general.
At a club in general?
Yeah. Like,
yeah, for sure.
I know some people. Like, please in the comments leave this because we want some more material to really see the craziness that really happens. Like, was the other guy, Dan Bilzerian? We know he does some crazy things. He's got money and whatever.
That guy is a walking strip club.
Yeah. yes. All the girls he has with him. But for normal people that don't have that, like the Floyd Mayweather, they're not like Floyd or Dan or whoever that have a lot of millions. What is it like? What's the craziest thing? And I know there's some guys out there that we call pull. Like they know how to hit on women.
Yeah.
They've got
we want to hear it. People want it. Girls. What's the sickest pickup line a guy has ever given you, or like how did he seduce you? And for the guys out there, let us know what was your most debaucherous moment. We want to hear it.
Do you think women, girls, whatever, they go out with a preconceived notion of, oh, I'm gonna let someone hit tonight, or I'm busting it open tonight. The shop's open. Yeah, open for business. Like.
I'm gonna say.
Or do you think like it's like, I don't know, okay, fine, like you were able to convince me?
I say yes. It's gonna be a hard yes for me. They go with the preconceived notion of maybe not hooking up that night, but at least giving their number out to a guy. If she's a single girl. Girls who are already taken, they're there with their boyfriend. Yeah. Some of them might be trifling and they're still open to other men, right?
There's some girls that are trifling and like they're always open to other guys.
But this is my thing. I don't believe girls, at least the ones who are single, that say, "Oh, I'm only gonna go to the club because it's Britney's birthday. I'm not there to meet any guys." I think that is all BS. Yeah. I think if you throw at her the type of guy that she wants at the club, she's opening more than just her phone. She's opening her legs. More than just her phone. 100%. So it just takes a lot of convincing, I think. It takes a lot of maybe convincing for the girl. She might be super picky, Yeah. But I do believe single girls do go with the preconceived notion of at least meeting some type of guy.
You see, so I'm also with that, like, way of thinking. Like, okay, these girls want to get something tonight, even though they don't show it up front. Yeah. But, like, they're those mother hens, man. Those, like, so we got Britney dancing. Oh my God, I'm twerking. Oh, hey, Ashley, is he cute? Yeah. Like, oh, his name's Chad. He's so cute, so gorgeous. He just touched me. I'm gonna give him my phone number. And then there's the mother hen when she's gonna have fun.
Karen, essentially.
Oh, Karen. We all hate Karen. We don't like Karen. Karen goes, she's gonna be a butch voice. Ashley, no, stay away. No, that's not for you. No, she has a man. No, that's my cousin.
No, you're an F boy.
Yeah.
That's the go-to. No, he's an F boy. Look at him. Look at the way he swaggers his pants and like the way he talks. Like
Yeah. Oh my God, he's got a man bun. He is so trash. You're better than that, Samantha. You're better than that.
You know why mother hens are like that?
Why?
Because they can't get any.
Stop. You gonna say that? No.
I'm gonna say that.
You think so?
I believe girls who are relentless like that, who are mother hens, who are always needing to be protecting their girls, even when their girlfriends
having fun, man.
They're having fun.
This happened to me years ago, like a couple times at clubs, and you're dancing. You see girl, like, you're dancing. You're having fun. You know that you're having fun. You're having this conversation, and it's nice. Yeah. And there's the girl, her friend. She just comes in. Yeah. Sorry, we gotta go. Yeah. And she goes.
No man's giving her attention.
And some girls, and it happened with me. Some girls will be like, "Nah, like chill. Like we're talking. Like don't worry about this. Like this is a cool guy." Yeah. And other girls are like, "Oh, sorry, I gotta go." Yeah. And like, for what? Like, and I stand there just being like, what I do? Like
you're innocent in all this.
Yeah. It's like, trust me. I just want to have a conversation at a club with a cute girl, right? Yeah. And if anything comes out of it, Maybe.
There's potential for more.
But
why not?
But what if you got Karen coming in and being like, excuse me, she doesn't know you, and this is my cousin, and we're here for her birthday. Karen, I never asked her that. I never asked, Karen.
Yeah. No one was talking to you, Karen.
Nobody's talking to you. Go talk to Jeff in the corner over there, Karen. Nobody wants to talk to you. God.
So what you're telling me is you've had an experience once with a Karen.
Multiple experiences. Yeah, I lived in Barrie one time, and like I was just dancing, and just like her friend came to me and started dancing on me, and it happens, and I go, all right, sweet, I'm dancing. I see this big girl, and they're not always big, but this big girl looks at me, comes my way,
very stereotypical.
grabs her, boom. No, you stay away. This is not for you. You have a boyfriend. I'm just like, she came to me.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And, and like everybody's looking at you in the club, you're like, come on, you got to walk off, so tail between your legs. Yeah, so it's happened. No, it's happened. It's one
of the more embarrassing moments that happens at any nightclub, I suppose.
Yeah.
You don't want to come across a Karen or a Susan just trying to rain on your parade, right?
No.
And for the girls out there, like, if you know of a Karen or Susan, don't bring them out. Because we know you girls are trying to have fun. You want to enjoy yourself. Out. You want to get your wine on and stuff like that. Drink your vodka, cranberries, or whatever. Yeah. Cosmopolitan.
Some tequilas. Tequila. Oh my God, tequila. I start with the girl voice. I'm just doing it too much now. Yeah. But yes, don't bring Karen out. Karen, Susan, don't bring them out. Sorry for any Karens out there who are actually genuinely sweet girls. Sorry, girls. For the other stereotypical Karens, just stay home, play Monopoly, go play Boggle, knit, play with your cats, watch The Mentalist, the old show, or watch go to the library. I hear it's great this time of year. Go to the library. Yeah, for real. Honestly, read a book. Yeah. Read a book on how to get a man. Yeah. Oh, that is so mean. I'm such a dick. Anyways, guys. Let us know what has been your experience with a Susan or Karen, and you girls, if you have been a Susan or a Karen, leave a comment and let us know why. Why you're a Susan or Karen? What are you doing? For what? Yeah. Listen, this has been great. Our second episode. This has been fun. This has been fun, man. We've been going forever. We can keep talking. We got more stories. Mm-hmm. But one thing I want to say is that we're not just a debaucherous podcast, or like a YouTube channel. Like, we talk about other things. So I think later on, our other things will evolve. We might touch upon other finances, man. Because remember, politics and all that stuff. We have the first one is, why do we start this podcast, this quarter life crisis? Second is, let's talk about our crisis going out with Karens, buying bottles in bars, going to Montreal, all that. We can talk more about, and we have guests coming up talking about finances, how to save your money. Actually, no. How to make your money grow for you. Yeah. Because saving money just keeps it stale and stagnant. In years, it'll be worth less. Yeah. If you can help it make it, if you can let it grow. Yeah. Then you can buy whatever you want with the rest that's coming off. The principle. Everyone wants to be rich. Everybody wants to be rich. Everybody wants to have money. Definitely want to hear. Yeah, we talk about that. Talk about real estate, buying homes. Like, you see a lot of people getting married. You see a lot of people getting married. Yeah. I have friends that are married already and have kids. Maybe not, but getting married, getting a home, the process of all that, how they were able to save money to get a home. And are they getting a home for themselves? Are they trying to rent it out to get more money? Yeah. All these things are going to be touched upon in this podcast, right? I like that. So we'll sprinkle in the debauchery, the little, the stories that we have lots of. They're out there, trust me. There's plenty of those stories. Lots of stories. He's, of course, with him working where he works, he has lots of stories. Mm-hmm. I have stories from my past that, I might share, might not share. Mm-hmm. But yeah, and we'll talk about everything. Teachers, we have our friend, we call it TG. Good teacher. Oh, yeah? Teacher, yeah. I don't know what it is. Shout out to her. Shout out TG. Want to know how it is as a teacher. There we go. Yeah, and hey, again, thank you for watching us, listening to us, everything. Thanks for everything. Second episode of Quarter Life Crisis. It's ended. Hey, subscribe, hit the notification bell, Comment, please. Comment on anything. If you think we look like complete dorks and doofies, let us know. If you want us to shut the hell up, let us know anyways. If you hate us, let us know. If you're racist, that's how we know we don't let us know, but let us know. Everything. We want to know everything. We want to learn. We want to grow, all right? We want to give you what you want. All right, we're here.
We're here for you guys.
All right. So cheers to that. Cheers to that. Thank you. Our ads again. I mean, Lopez, mine is over here.
Mine, I think, is somewhere floating here.
Here. I wonder if there's gonna be a sound. Is our sound engineer gonna do it?
Ding.
Let's go.
I don't know.
That's gonna. It's gonna be a lot of work.
It'll be up there.
It'll be up there. But again, hey, thanks for everything. We'll have some behind the scenes footage as well on the channel and on our Instagram page. It's gonna be right here. So, hey, thanks for everything. All right.
Muchas gracias. We love you guys.
Muchos gracioso. All right.
And that's a wrap.
And that's a wrap. Boom, boom, boom.